My cat messed my world up. So I think we'll do this, and then whether it's gonna be y'all gonna vote on the next game or spin the wheel, we'll do another. We'll do a different game. This one won't take too long because A, it's New Game Plus. I already know where I'm at in the story. We're over 50% mark, so I say 2, maybe 3 more streams of this, and this game ought to be nipped in the butt. But yeah, I'll be doing only streams on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Sundays. I'm gonna be taking Friday off, and I'm gonna be using Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays to focus on my game project. How many months I'll be doing that for, I don't know. I think I'll just take the month of August and just work on it in general, and we'll go from there. And I might do a bonus stream during the month of August or September to do like a development stream to show y'all where I'm at in the progress of the game project. We'll have to see. I don't know. I gotta see if I can make it first. I'm gonna have to like learn, watch videos, and how to get a platformer, because this. I mean, I had to do that a lot for RPG Maker.
Kagura, why are you so against going to Togetsu? It's where you're from. You're not popular, so you wouldn't understand. But I have a lot to worry about. Oh, being popular is hard.
Oh my god.
Sorry for not being popular.
Yeah, I can relate. I'm not popular either. It's all good. My hands are feels more itchy than hurtful.
Oh, Kasane. What's wrong? I'm sorry, hold on. I'm getting another headache. Okay, it's gone now. You still don't look well. Maybe you should rest.
Headaches suck.
No, I need to clean the hideout soon. I can't cause trouble for... We'll feel a lot better if you rest instead of pushing yourself in this state. Please, Kira. Okay, I'll rest for a little bit then.
Here, drink one of my special nutrition drinks. Don't worry, it hasn't expired.
No, that's
I didn't
relief.
join the OSF to take care of someone else. I'll leave the wrung towels here.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to worry you.
It's not so bad being looked after. Just rest up for now. We don't want our nice hideout getting cleaned up by Kyoka anyway.
Wow, look how popular she is. She got the lazy Arashi and the sour little Shiden to get off their butts and help.
Why don't you do something too, Kagero?
What? Can't you tell, Kasane? I'm lovingly watching over everyone for her.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Wow.
we should leave her alone so she can actually get
What
some
an
rest.
answer.
How are you feeling, Kyoka? Brainwaves are stable. Pulse is also at normal level. No issues to report. Kyoka, was that... Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It looks like the old me came out again.
If I
She
remember
seems
why,
to pop out
why,
when I'm tired or concentrating on something.
there's a reason
What
for
does
that.
it feel like to suddenly be someone else? Well, it's not like I'm particularly conscious of it. But there's no clear distinction it's a different person from me. To be honest, I don't even know which is the real me. That must be tough. I mean, if you can't tell anyway, why don't you just choose the one you'd rather be? That's a good point. Thank you. You're right. I wish I had a choice. Well, I feel so much better thanks to you.
Hey.
Are you sure you're okay? You don't need to try to support everyone by yourself anymore. You can come to us for help sometimes. I appreciate your concern, but I'm really okay now. Besides, I'm dying to clean. I have to scrub every inch to make up for lost time.
Sounds like my
Oh,
mom.
I know. I'll cook for everyone to thank them.
Oh, my mom does that too.
She really does seem like she's doing better. Maybe I'll go do some training. What happened here? I was only gone for a minute.
Wow.
Kasane, it's Kyoka.
What about her?
She did a clean sweep. This is the end for me.
Oh my god.
You have to stop her.
clean sweep. It looks like a tornado went through here. Shiden? What happened to you?
Kyoka said she cooked something for us. And when I took a bite, my whole body went numb.
Oh, Mystery Food X?
Damn it. I should have known from the way it looked.
No! Wake up, Shiden!
Doing housework feels so good.
Oh my god, you're
Kasane.
the anti-mummy.
Do you even recognize the room anymore? I've also made cookies. Feel free to have
Oh
some.
no, you desecrated cookies? It's censored!
I'll pass.
Oh my god, she made raisin cookies.
You're not hungry?
Oh
That's
no.
not good. I can make you some porridge then.
Oh, gross. She can't cook.
I have to make sure
She
she never does
can't
housework
cook.
around here ever again. It might be bad for her health, and it's definitely bad for ours.
Oh man. She desecrated the cookies.
We've been together for a while, Kasane. Ever since you were a cadet. And your growth still surprises me.
It does? I haven't noticed any changes in myself.
You've become a great soldier. I hope I can keep watching you get better.
You've opened up to me more. That makes me so happy. It might sound like I'm exaggerating a little, but it really is easy to talk to you.
Desecrated cookies. That's a travesty, man. Even oh, he don't have any defense. You know, you'd think with all the new game plus stuff, it'd just give me all the cool stuff. Oh, that's a big difference. 26 attack. Let's see, visuals. Let's see here. Feather cape? These are all visuals, but I never really mess with the visuals too much in this game, so. Oh. So there's one for the bot. Okay. Feather tail. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Let's see, is there any like body armor? Something you can change differently? Nope. They don't give you a lot of visuals for that, do they? Just 2 visuals? Okay. I look ridiculous, but whatever. Any Bond episodes? Nope. Oh, one with that guy. Yeah, you don't bond with the, not navigator. I guess the navigator. Alright, let's talk to asshole here.
All right. Everything seems to be in order.
Are you using a battle mask now? That's a good idea.
No, I don't plan on using it yet.
Really? It looks brand new.
Captain Seto left this for me.
Oh, he did?
I guess they found it when they went through his belongings. And it finally made its way to me.
I see. That's nice.
Yeah. But when I look at this, I can feel how much expectation he had for me. I'm not worthy of this mask yet. I'll use it once I'm stronger.
Don't you think he wanted you to use it right
Oh,
away?
that's right. Captain Seto
You
bit
say
the
you
bucket,
want to wait until
kicked
you're
the bucket.
stronger.
Or
But do
did
you
he?
even have a concrete goal?
Well, when I'm as strong as him,
How many years will that take?
it's not going to take years. I'll be as strong as him real soon. When I was a rookie, Captain Seto would always encourage me, telling me I could succeed. I want to live up to his expectations. If I don't, then I have no right putting on this mask.
He cared about Captain Seto. I heard that someone found his fountain pen. Was that you?
What if it was?
I thought so. Thank you for that.
You don't need to thank me. I just didn't want his belongings discarded on the street.
I know exactly how you feel. But why did you let me have it?
Because you needed that pen more than I did. I saw the way you looked at him. I know you admired him.
What?
Wait, don't tell me you didn't even realize it.
How did you know?
It's pretty obvious. I looked up to him too, but I'm pretty sure we had different types of feelings for him.
Different how?
Figure it out yourself. They're your feelings.
Oh, that's right. It's our
I've
feelings.
never given my feelings for Captain Seto any thought.
Anyway, I let you have that fountain pen. I swear, if you don't take good care of it, I'm coming after you.
I'll treasure it. Thank you again. You've done a lot to help me.
Where's all this coming from? Listen, don't get the wrong idea about me.
Things can come to light even after a long time passes. I have Shiden to thank for making me realize that.
If platoon morale drops, it affects me too. So, it's not like I was doing it for you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Could you say that again? I was a little lost in my own thoughts.
Like I'd say it again. Damn it!
Guy has a
Besides,
lot of anger issues.
I bet he would have done the same thing with the fountain pen.
Really?
But once he
I know
breaks
he must have
down,
cared
he'll
about
break
you,
down.
too. He was a really good person. He was a great mentor admired by everyone. And someone who meant more than anything to me. I no longer have anyone that recognizes my abilities. But I'll continue working hard to someday reach his level.
If your goal is to be like him, why don't you work on your people skills too?
I'd much rather use that time to work on my abilities.
How many centers have you found
People
to be
will
red?
naturally come to me as long as I'm irrefutably strong.
Centers around to be red?
Then that means
I
you're
don't.
not strong enough to have
What do you
people
mean by
follow
that?
you now.
Hello, bombshell.
What's wrong with
What
that?
do you mean by that?
I know I'm nowhere near him.
It's good that you know where you stand. I suppose you're planning to work hard in order to reach his status.
Yeah. Things can't stay this way. You just wait.
I'm looking forward to it.
Let's get one thing straight. You're not the one leading this platoon.
Ass.
If anything, I'm letting you lead us.
Oh, thank
Don't
you for your
forget that.
permission.
So it sounds like I am the one leading the platoon.
I'm just saying, don't be smug. Don't let it go to your head.
Yeah, I can't. I look forward to watching the anime adaptation just to see how much of an asshole he is in that one too. He's just such a dick.
I feel like I've learned a little more about you. However annoying that may be.
Wow.
I don't know what you mean by annoying, but it's good that we understand each other better.
Can I buy any gifts before we go? Oh, that's where you get the hoods and stuff at. Okay. Presents. Can we get this? I don't know if I'll max out the bondage, but Scarlet Red Nexus is center. Oh, you're making a joke. Ha. Ha ha. I don't know if it has something to do with that, but I don't. Well, there's a lot of red in Scarlet Nexus. That's why I made the timer red. The red strings and the time travel and stuff. Nexus part, I guess the center part would be the Kunai gate. We're trying to get to the center of it. I'll give you a shout out, Mr. Blue Wizard. Absolution. I thought you were gonna lose it last night on your stream, man. Do you want your game to be bad? I'm like, no. It was good feedback though. But like I did say, it's my very first game. I think when you play the second and third one, especially the third one, you'll like see all these quality of life improvements developed over time. I mean, I can't. I mean, I guess it's beating a horse with a dead stick or whatever, or not to beat on an old horse. Like, you did want to play the first game, and I did say, hey, it's my first game. It's rough around the edges. There's a lot that I was learning, but pretty much a lot of things that you pointed out is a lot of stuff I addressed the second and third. Second game definitely, and then second game had its feedback, and I addressed that stuff to the third game. If that makes sense. I kept it so simplistic
nice.
that you couldn't recover status effects other than poison. I wanted to give this fight like a sense of a challenge, but also with that RNG fear of like, oh, I could get screwed at any time. Kind of like that. I personally like it / dislike those kind of fights. But since it was the last fight in the game, I was just like, okay. But enjoy the bonus section when you get a chance to go do it, because bonus section just basically it gives commentary about what I did with what and where I got this from, where I got that from. The blooper section's also pretty good. The bonus
Good taste.
The bonus tower is completely non-canon in the story. You can do it if you want to. You don't have to do it. It was kind of an experimental thing. The bonus tower, you actually get party members from the game. It's from the game itself. That you get like full lore and light in and all that. So it adds an extra color to it. But it's non-canon. It's completely bonus on the side. As soon as a base spell, because there's a basic, and then yeah, Asuna can be overpowered too. It can be like too early in the game. Asuna clears everything. The second game has Asuna. Well, if you pick the right class. In the second game, without giving much spoilage, the second game, depending on what class you pick, there's one class that gets Asuna, though that's the healer. But there's also an item. Wait, no, I think the poet gets an Asuna-like ability. Yeah, Song of Cleansing, but you can only do that in combat. And then there's an item that you get about little right before the halfway mark. You have to go through a painful dungeon with status effects before you're able to get it. but there is an item that you get that removes all status effects. Except death. Oh yeah. Computer carrier concepts. Yeah. I've had a lot of people give. I mean, you read that one guy's review on Steam. Obey the fist and read his shit. Oh man. Hopefully my writing wasn't compared to a 5-year-old child. I mean, I think you pointed out 2 things that were kind of true that you kind of pointed out, and other people pointed out. Like these are all, and like I said, I have adjusted those features. So what I would probably end up doing down the road, and instead of patching it, I might patch it. I don't know. My game, I mean, not many people have checked out my game. I might make the time to patch it, but it's such a pain in the ass to patch stuff on Steam. It's not even funny. I have to figure out how to freaking go do that. And I got to pull out my old archives of my software to uncompile it and address the changes. What I might end up doing, because I've actually had a few people actually ask me about it, is like, why don't you remake Destiny of a Wizard 1 with a newer engine? Give it a remaster, which I thought about doing, and address all those quality of life changes.
We can leave after we get a little rest.
That's what I've thought about seriously doing. And all the knowledge I've learned from 2 and 3 and the Shower Kingdom game, that would it be applied to it, definitely.
Hey, Kasane, are we positively, absolutely going to Togetsu?
Yes, we are. It's part of the story.
Of course we are.
At the very least, we should be able to learn something about the cargo sent to the research facility.
I understand that you have bad memories of that place. This time we can make good memories of it.
Or is there some other reason you don't
Oh,
want to go
I like
to
how
Togetsu?
she did that.
If that's the case, nobody would blame you for staying behind.
Do you want to stay behind with me?
Fine. Just don't blame me if it sucks. I did warn you.
We're prepared for the consequences. Kagero, show us the way.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go. Phase 8. 4 phases to go. Yeah, we'll have this done in 2 or 3 streams. Yep, the Ice Village. I know exactly where we're at in the story.
I know they said it would be cold, but this is freezing.
I heard that it snows all year round in some areas. Don't catch your death out there.
Oh, I wish it was nice and cool right now. This weather is
At least
hot.
there's a road. What the hell do you think Togetsu is thinking, building a city in a place like this? It's cold, it sucks, and it's a pain in the ass.
Why are
haven't
you
even been
rarely
this far
wearing
in summer
anything,
before.
Arashi? Jeez, put a coat on, woman.
Who's down for turning back? Everyone? Great. Let's blow this popsicle stand.
Enough of that. We already decided we're going, so stop complaining.
I think you're going to regret it.
You seem awfully opposed to this. Are you hiding something about Togetsu from us?
Not at all. You know, maybe I'm imagining it, but it seems like you're pretty eager to get us all there.
It's something we all decided. Didn't we, Kasane?
Yes, and you agreed in the end.
I wouldn't call that agreeing. Can't win them all, I guess.
Yeah, win them all, you're right.
In any case, we need information, and that requires us to go to Togetsu. Now stop complaining.
It's freezing.
Oh my god, put a coat on, woman.
And no more mentioning the cold.
Alright, let me catch up with chat. There are some pretty low points for... Yeah, I kept it simplistic. Like, a lot of things I borrowed from different games, in which Retro Perspective pointed out almost every reference out there, which really, really well done. Like, the ending was similar to Mystic Quest. I borrowed adaptations from that. What else did he point out? The Serpent Travel and a few other things. The piece is a good game for sure. Well, yeah. So, I mean, well, you had fun with it and you beat it, so I don't want to use the word assume. I have to assume that you enjoyed the game overall. You got your money's worth. You enjoyed it, and you like, hey, for a starting game for my first game, you say, hey, there's room for improvement, 100%. I'm not going to argue that, and tear it down and just like give effective feedback, but like tear it down and point out the things and stuff and analyze it as a viewer, as a gamer. And but I know you enjoyed it, and I'm very humbled that you played it. It's it's a very simplistic game. I didn't go really deep with thinking about like healing status effects or anything like that. I mean, there's some things, the limitation of the engine I couldn't fix, like showing all your status effects. I just couldn't figure out how to get to show all your status effects. It only could hold. I think that script, with that particular script, with the Ganfly script, only could show 4 status effects at once with the icons. He made better. Improvements with RPG Maker VX Ace. I think, yeah. Actually, no. I used someone else's battle engine in part 2, but the way it displays the status effects is a scroll across your screen on each icon. So if you have like 8 status effects on you, whether they're positives or negatives, it does like a scroll thing. Not like standstill where you only see 4 icons and that's it, and you could have 8 or 9 status effects behind that. It simply scrolls. So I know that does it in the second game. Third game is very similar to it, except it does it as a rotation. Like you might see attack up, defense down, poison, speed up, that kind, and then it constantly repeats itself. Does that make sense, Bombshell? Oh, people compare constantly. I actually had my game get compared to when they saw my name CJ, the little ego. They compared it to Wizardry and a few other things. I love that little ego thing you put into it. And I had a lot of people point out, I loved all the little references that you pointed out to other games. You made a parody. Like the game's supposed to be more of a parody than anything. Like it's supposed to make references to other games, other things I love and enjoy. And then there's some personal things in there, like for example, I think it's in the commentary too in the game, but like the Vale Islands, I got that from one of my favorite books, the Shannara series, where Shady Vale is one of the main towns. Vale Islands is where I got that from. Or as the town of Shale, vice versa. That's from my book. So it's like there's like little tidbits here and there that tell about the game. So not everyone's gonna get every little reference in there. We have to get to the supernatural research facility under surveillance. Naomi was okay. There hasn't been any change so far. You don't need to worry about Kasane. But yeah, Bombshell. Let me know when you start the second game. And if you want me to give you any backseating or help when you get to the point where you pick your classes, because that's why I feel bad about Online Eric. He doesn't like using items in the game, and he also picked a challenge class, which makes the game a little bit harder, which specializes in items. So he said, well, I made my bed, I'll lay in it. Yeah, you've made the game harder on yourself because which makes grinding a little bit more harder. Grinding is a little bit more harder in the second game. It's depending on your party setup. It can be a threat at times. Thank you for telling me. Don't worry, I'm always checking on her. I'll let you know as soon as anything happens, Naomi. Thank you. I mean it, Haruka. I appreciate it. I wonder why Seda took such good care of a fountain pen. I can't ask him now, unfortunately. I heard he got it from Karn to celebrate promotion to Septarion. It's probably a memento. I don't think it was just a memento. It was proof that his strength was recognized. I bet he kept himself for confidence. I'm just kind of guessing at that, but I hope it's something like that someday too. Something to prove my strength. So, I'm sorry I made you worry before. I haven't devised something yet that makes me lessen headaches, but I guess that wasn't enough. I didn't know that. It must be really painful normally. Oh, I made you even worry more. That's okay. It's the little headaches. You would never watch out for me like you did today, Kasane. That's better than any restraining dice. Don't worry about it. Oh, it was a Bond episode. Okay, we can do that later. Do you all know the basic information on Togetsu? It's high up in the Hintio Mountain, right? That's where the environment there is pretty harsh. Right. It's really cold. The wind is very strong. Make sure you're well prepared. Togetsu cargo. How did they get in their hands on so many human brains? I hate to say it, but there's a chance they're killing for them. But if they keep killing that many people, it won't be long before there is anyone left in Togetsu. I told you they're not like that. We're talking about a group so tiny, a new Himuka, they allow to govern themselves. Kaguro is right. There may be a long history, but they don't have a big population, and they seem to always live quietly in these mountains. Right? Even if I had something to do with the transaction of cargo, I don't think they're involved in the metamorphosis research at all. Just being the supplier of cargo is enough involvement for us. We should go together and see for ourselves. Okay, yep. We'll have to do these later. Oh, I know. I know you said that. Just let me know when. Great job on beating that final boss, and I'm glad it didn't crash on you, because that's what happened with Online Eric. He beat Darkland. See, Online Eric also, which I give him props, so he made that harder himself. He didn't use spells. He refused to use spells, even though that was kind of the mechanic of the fight. You had to use spells in order to defeat Darkland, because like if he gets his, especially when he's almost dead, and he gets his own boost up, and you got status effects down, you'll do no damage because you have your stats are too low. And then right when he beat the boss, he was getting the ending cutscene, his computer blue screen.
It's only natural for you to rely on me.
I mean, I will make one observation with your stream. It didn't bother me too much. I'm amazed nobody else did. But we couldn't see everything on the screen. But I'm gonna guess you had a hard time getting it to work properly. But I appreciate you reading out all the text and stuff so people could understand what was going on, because half the stuff I couldn't even see on the screen. It wasn't sized properly. But I'm okay with that, because I know RPG Maker VX Ace is kind of a pain in the ass to get that to work properly, or streaming software to see properly. Trust me, when I streamed my first game, that was fun to get to work properly. I don't think I even saw the game. I had to use either display source, like show my whole screen, or use a window capture. And even then, it gave me problems.
That other attacks with explosions. It's dangerous to get close.
Oh, this guy. Oh, yeah, this stuff. Yep.
That seems to be the spot. If your body catches fire, it's gonna keep hurting you. Be careful.
Oh, these guys just like to go. Wow, wow, wow,
Go
wow,
ahead and use
wow.
my power, Kasane.
Why? Ah, no, I forgot about the explodey.
It's over already?
Ah, too soon. Yeet.
Leave it to me.
Explode, explode.
The enemy is attacking with electricity. You'll be shocked and unable to move if it hits you.
How's that? That works sometimes.
See, that's an annoying factor in this game. It constantly gives me tutorial and reminds me of stuff. I know this already, game.
Concentrate.
Get lost.
Moving forward. Hello, Liv. How are you? So, what's the next game you plan on playing, Bombshell Boy? Or are you going back to one of your old games? Where are we at? Oh, yeah, Toketsu's pretty huge. I forgot about that. We are located here. I'm not doing any of the side stuff. We're just going to go straight this way.
Good. We managed to break it.
Make sure Last time I played this, I did a lot of side exploring, but this time we're just gonna go straight to where we need to go. Oh, explodey explodes suck. Wow, 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 wow.
Stun the enemy that's soaked in water.
Don't you like enemies that have no regards to life, just want to commit suicide?
It's over. I can still fight.
Isn't that the other we're supposed to take down?
I can use this if I break it.
Oh, I didn't hit him.
You got this, Kasane.
I'm borrowing this.
Oh, so what's that idea?
It got me. I'm off. Keep your guard up.
Be on guard.
Are you okay? Yes, Kyoka. Thanks to you.
Yeet.
The shell is broken. Aim for its weak spot.
Using the Shiden.
Aim for that spot. The enemy is stunned. Now's the time. Go, Kasane.
Hi, light bulb. Ah.
It's over.
Get at it. Is that it? Okay, and make sure we're going the right way, because I don't need to get turned around. Yes, this is the way to go. Thank you. Wow. Oh, darn it!
Did you notice that we're always
I
together?
forgot I had that redeem up there still. I'll go refund you. That was for World of Final Fantasy. We're done with that game. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, that was for when we were playing World of Final Fantasy a couple weeks ago.
What should we do next?
Which was like a Pokemon capturing game. That's the first time someone used that redeem. I completely forgot to remove that.
Blah. I'll get the
Blah.
Okay, I got Liza.
Welcome. You're absolutely welcome. Ah, Final Fantasy 14. I'm not sure what fight that is, though.
Oh, how slick.
I gotta get back in
I
that game
got that shit on
eventually.
stream what we just did. That's cool.
I bought Endwalkers. I haven't even registered it yet. And that was almost a year ago. I still gotta play it.
Is this really the place? I don't think there's a city out here.
There's no mistake. Togetsu is at the peak of Hino Mountain. It's mostly deserted because of the harsh environment.
The people of
I
Togetsu
gotta get back into
leave
14.
the world behind and live for the teachings. I love the world.
Oh, I know 14 not 14 or I know Endwalkers probably plays a huge homage to FF4. We're going to the moon. Well, I wonder what they made a reference to with that. Shadowbringers, I absolutely loved. Especially that one bad guy, Emic Shelt. You guys have officially bored me. Goodbye. I felt bad got killing him, honestly. I loved Emic Shelt. He was such a great villain. Made me laugh every time I saw him. Brilliant voice actor behind him. Brilliant writing. I loved everything about Shadowbringers. It made up for the hot garbage that was Stormblood. I didn't hate Stormblood, but I think, and maybe Lev can agree with me or not agree with me, what I didn't like about Stormblood, it was too political, too slow pace. And I think the biggest problem with Stormblood is they tried to tell two stories at once. And it just didn't work. I also didn't care for Lies too much. The blonde redhead chick. I like Yita better. You know, the same person. Yep, same dude. Oh, the War and Death. I mean, yeah. I mean, I like the homage to Doma Castle from FF6. But I think that was the biggest problem with Stormblood, is it tried to tell two stories at once, and it just didn't work. I mean, it's not confusing. The storyline didn't confuse me. It's just like, What made Shadowbringers so good, from what a couple people have told me, although I've never done the storyline for it, I should, just to do the storyline. I don't have a Dark Knight, and I've been told Dark Knight's storyline is phenomenally great. Like, really good. So, that being said, the head writer for Shadowbringers was the person who did the writing for
Keep your guard up.
Dark Knight. And that's what made that so good. I'm going the wrong... wait, this way. Correct? It's easy to get turned around in this game. Why you keep zooming? Okay, this is the way. Ooh. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? The 3 classes I have is Schooler, because I look like a detective. I'm a Lalafell, by the way. Lalafell's rule. Plus, I'm adorable like a Lalafell and silly like one, so I pick Lalafell. Plus, I played Taro in 11, so it just works.
Good. We managed to break it. We'll be able to go forward now.
I play Scholar, I play Dragoon, and I play Warrior. These guys we have to fight.
I'm numb and I can't move.
Alright.
I'll support you.
Give it to me, Arashi.
Oh, here comes the bomb.
More power.
Wow. Come on, blow up. Those guys are really annoying.
Use it well.
I think I get close to objects to eat. There we go. There you go. Yeah. Ah.
That seems to be the spot.
But yeah, Lev, if you like Final Fantasy a lot, I definitely recommend World of Final Fantasy. Especially if you've played a lot of the other Final Fantasy games. It plays homage to a lot of good Final Fantasy. It's like, what if Narnia, Pokemon, and Final Fantasy had a child?
I'm off.
Get it together.
Thank you for the hill. Ow.
Too slow. Leave it to me.
Oh, die already.
It's over.
That was a lot.
It was. CJ, I am not a potato. Don't call me a potato. I'm an adorable 3 feet of terror. What do you play, a Makote? Some areas Kungane. Oh my god. Yeah, the underwater stuff was cool. I'll agree with that. Oh, you're just a normie. Okay. Well, go ahead and lurk. Let me know when you come on back. Go ahead and lurk, you normie.
There are lots of
Human.
weird pieces of ice-shaped,
Human.
like pillars or statues. What are they?
You
I
see
am-
a lot in snowy areas where others are. No one knows how they're formed yet, though.
The mystery of the frozen wasteland. It's not surprising. It's so cold I can't think. I'll tend to my weapons later.
$5,750. We're trying to get that up there, right? As soon as it hits 50 grand, I've got a new community challenge I'm going to add to it. Hello, Lightning Edge. How are you doing today? How is work? Is it making you feel edgy? I know I wouldn't be able to play Zero with my hand being messed up 2 days, like a day and a half ago, because yesterday was rough. I couldn't hardly do any paperwork yesterday, because I even told my boss, like, you know what? I'm going to do some of my paperwork today, and my wrist is killing me. I need to, like, give it. It's on my dominant hand, too. I mean, it's still a bit swollen right here, but it doesn't hurt the grip anymore. I mean, it literally hurt putting my hand on a mouse going, it hurt that bad.
What should we do next?
Ew, it's CJ. Ew, it's hippers.
This is pretty good.
It's hip disease. I've been spotted. Well, saw the contribution. Well, it's not. No, it's well, haha. Keyboard gaming. No, it wouldn't have. Dude, that would have been even worse because it was hard to type. Like last night when I was trying to talk to a couple streamers or just post stuff on Discord or do paperwork, I was literally typing with one hand. It hurt that much, Lightning Edge. Mike, the thing is, my two cats got into a scuffle, and I had to break them up. And my other cat, you know, he scratched me, but he punctured more than anything, and he went like 2 layers deep into my skin, which caused it to swell up and get hard and hurt real bad and just pulse. So it just really hurt to grip anything. 4 was accident. Guess it's your new username. Yeah, I guess it is. But thank you for the contribution to the Mega Man X challenge. It'll happen eventually. When, I don't know. You need to like get with a couple other Mega Man enthusiasts and tell them to pump their points into it. See how I can suffer through it. Or love it.
What the fuck is she doing? She's running the other... Okay, she's going after the zombies. Okay. So
I don't know. What game is that?
Kiwi, hello. Kiwi, is this what happens in the women's restroom? You got one girl with a katana and another one with a gun, and they're just like fighting. Is that what happens? Or is it the locker room? No, it's the women's locker room where this happens, right?
I didn't really have time to research Toketsu before we left.
I don't know much about it either, other than the fact that the Togetsu Faith is headquartered there. How big is the city? Technically, it's not a city. It only has the facility for the Faith itself. It's full of weirdos with creepy obsessions about the moon. Honestly, the place was a nightmare.
I don't think you should be calling them weirdos. People are free to believe what they want.
They can
You
still be
might not
weirdos.
have many good memories, but I think it's important for you to make an effort to understand them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A blizzard is kicking up. Haruka, what's the weather supposed to be like around here?
That's strange. It should be clear and sunny according to the data. There aren't any readings of a blizzard.
Sounds conspicuous.
Oh, I'm reading another. Closing in from the front. A big one. Be careful.
Uh-oh. Did Hip Dragster order us a boss fight?
Is that other causing the blizzard?
That's a big mama. We're all a bunch of Mega Man here. Oh, then put some points into it, Hip. You know you want me to play Mega Man X8? Speaking of Lightning Edge, I hope that's so. So I know when you put that, when you requested that retro game, I was like, you know, I said Bugs Bunny birthday blah, but you know what? You know, I could think of something different. You've redeemed a lot of Disney games. You know what? I've never played Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers 2. Never played it. I know I know it's not too hard of a game, but you know, it's something I could probably play without, you know, using any kind of save stating and just boom, go right through it. So I was like, you know what? Why not? Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Is this a nightmare? No readings of a blizzard? Is this a nightmare? Could be a nightmare. I think I watched Sane and Cassie played it. Looks fun. Oh yeah, part 2. Yeah, it's supposed to be like the first one. Just with, you know, a couple extra mechanics. I never played it because that game came late in the NES lifespan, so I know as a kid I've only played the first one. But I never played the second one. Alright, let's go fight Hipster the Nightmare.
His body won't move. This blizzard makes it even colder.
Please, Conrad.
We have to finish this soon. The other's body is covered in ice. We should break it.
This thing is covered in water. It was foolish to face me.
Using the Shiden.
It was thanks to my power.
Oh, shut up, Shiden.
Kasane, the enemy is stunned and can't move.
No shit, game. Thank you for the tutorial. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. That's my only gripe with this game a little bit. It oversaturates the tutorial. And you can't flip it off. Ow.
Those fast-moving water columns are rough. You can use my power to get through them.
We can't give up.
Oh, it went underground. Okay, well. Where are you at? I can't remember that right. Me neither. I can only remember a selective few. Like how I met Lamach through Clock Tower. Sane when he played Castlevania Adventure because that's just how I met him. I don't remember a lot of retro games. I don't. Honestly, I mean, I'll remember Holy Diver forever with RGB because that was a journey. And he played Mario Adventure. Yeah. I think he's thinking about redeeming that for me.
The attack hit the enemy's outer shell. You might be able to break it.
Ow.
Where there's life, there's hope.
Leave it to me.
The enemy shell is broken. Kasane, now's the time to attack.
So annoying.
Oh, I'm wet. I'm moist. There we go.
Kasane, go! Are you hurt?
Ooh.
Shouldn't be.
Kagero. Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Jeez Louise.
I'm not done yet.
How could I?
You should leave it to me.
So annoying.
That actually hurt.
Here. I feel better now.
It's almost dead. Ow! Oh, I've been impaled.
If you stay in its space too long, you'll catch one.
Using the sheet end.
It was thanks to my power.
Thanks to my power. Ow.
It's hard to move when you're wet.
Yeah, it is hard to move when you're wet. When you're feeling moist. Ow, I forgot. Oh,
Do
that's...
something. We can't give up. Give it to me, Arashi.
Alright, got it. Man, that was fun.
Too easy. Now, let's finish this.
That was good. Not quite as good as me,
Oh,
though.
shut up, Sheehan.
Good job. There are no more other readings in the area.
Huzzah!
Ugh. I'm always amazed at the variety of others.
What exactly are others?
Who knows? Could be the twisted work of evolution. How far is Togetsu?
It's weird they call them
Isn't
others.
it dangerous that these others are appearing so close?
I wonder what they
Others feed on
they
humans,
never
which there aren't
mention
a
why
lot
they
of
call
here,
them
so
that.
they
They
really
mention
don't
where
have
they
that much
come
of an
from, but
incentive
they never
to
mention
attack.
why they're called that.
New Himuka probably approved
Something I've-
Togetsu's religious state because of this location.
Let's hurry on ahead while we still have the chance. We don't want to run into another one. Also, I'm starting to freeze like Arashi.
Right. Hey, Kagero, where are you going? What's over there?
I thought I'd say hi to an old friend. I want to know if anything's changed since I was here last. Sorry I won't be able to show you around, but you guys should go on ahead.
I'll
catch up to
I
you
remember
soon.
Akagro does not like
Don't
this
worry, I've come this
cultist
far.
village.
I'm not going to turn around and leave now. Well, see ya.
I can never take him seriously.
I was hoping Kagero would stick around to introduce you, since no one knows you there.
It's fine. We'll just have to do it ourselves. I hope they let us inside. What is it, Kyoka?
Oh, it's nothing. We should get going.
Not to these cultist people, no. Or Roxas number 13. Nobody wears a shit, son. It's worth in the nobodies. Maybe it was yeah, they never really, in this game, they never really, even when I first played through, they just say where they're from, and that's from that dimensional belt.
I wonder, is my hair clip dirty?
Let me, before I forget, what was that, 500, name the next Mirage. Alright, there you go. You're refunded, Lev, and before I forget, because I can't think of anything, just turn that off. There you go. Alright, there. You're refunded. Before I forget. XCJ number 14. Yeah, they give them weird. They don't really actually. Well, they give the monsters names, but they're not like a classification kind of thing. Welcome back, human. Human. You know what my friends call Final Fantasy, Lev? It's called Final Punacy. You know, why not, right? And this is the correct way, right? Nope, that is not the correct way. That's the other way we're supposed to go. Game and all its stinking puns. Axe cut. That's a cool monster I could name my next project.
Are you okay, Kyoka? Oh, sorry. I shouldn't sigh. I just have a little headache.
Keep your guard.
Like I always do. Well, don't work too hard.
It's over.
The enemy is attacking with electricity. You'll be shocked and unable to move if it hits you.
Thank you for telling us for the 8th time. I appreciate that. I'm sure everybody in chat appreciates that too. Da-da-da-da-da. Surfing USA. La 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 la. Beep up.
Keep your guard up.
My bad.
It's over.
This is pretty good.
Nice. You get materials and items. And there's her goal. Wonderful village, right? Look how nice that place looks. It's just square and blocky like the Borg. I mean, look at that glorious view, right? Look at that. Just wonderful.
I've got a nearby resource reading.
You know what? Let's restock on items because I don't remember if you can do this in the cult of the hip. I don't know. What y'all think about in video games when you enter an area with religious fanatics and cultists? What's your thoughts on that?
I found our target. Look, that other over there.
Focus. All right.
Now! It's working! Focus on that spot!
It's coming down!
Oh, I missed him.
If your body catches fire, it's gonna keep hurting you. Be careful. It's down. Let's finish it.
Oh, cool. Get out of here, exploding. Ah! Cheesecake!
If we use duplication correctly.
I mean, it's too bad those things don't have a battle cry when they come in right. Oh, and then blow themselves up.
Kasane, SAS! Exploding others are a real pain. Keep your distance or you'll get caught in the blast.
Remember those, anyone in here play, Serious Sam?
That seems to be the spot. Kasane, a platoon member is in danger.
Show me what you got.
Oh, the guys, those headless dudes that have bombs on them.
Go, Kasane!
Nice. Oh no.
Get lost.
Enemy is stunned.
Here we go.
It's weird. It's weird that all these others also have light bulbs on their heads. I really am gonna. I need, as soon as I beat this game, the second playthrough, I definitely need to watch the anime. You think it's amazing? Oh, you like religious fanatics in towns? Okay. Even if they want to use you as a sacrificial offering, let's sacrifice you, hip, because we need them hips. Can't be you call me a potato, Lev. You human. I don't get where the Popoto joke came
We
from.
managed to break it. We'll be able to go forward now.
I remember when I first played Final Fantasy XI, the first time I entered Bastok, I had a Galco walk up to me and, hey, look, it's a football punt. I'm like, excuse me? That was rude. Oh, so mean. CJ. No, you're the plain one. You play a human. Alright. Let me go refill my drink. And we'll go grab my gummies. And 'cause I know we're coming up to some storyline. And I'll be right back.
Holy strawberries!
BigD's.com. Looks like like an FF character. What are you saying? Lalafels don't look real? That's not very nice. So, just so I'll have to wait. I know Sane loves the redeem, but I know other people do as well. So for Chug the Nasty, we got, if someone decides to redeem it, we've got green lemon green tea honey. It's not that good. I love tea, but this is not that good. And of course, we've got our pineapple. And we got our Dad's root beer. Which, I like Dad's root beer, but as a powder drink, I don't know. So, what we're going to do for Chug the Nasty, you could also pick 2 of these to combine into 1 bottle. And I'm probably going to edit that down the road, so. Like, you could pick tea and, oh yeah. Make it really sound really gross. Actually, now it's in my head. go. Fixed it. There we go. Whoopsie. Oh, these strawberries. Speaking of holy strawberries, I got my gummy bears ready to go. I love these things. And I got another 5 pound downstairs. Oh, baby. Oh. Oh. Well. So, you have a bed, but you'd rather sleep on my PS3. Okay, cat. That's legit. There he is. He's sleeping on my PS3. Thanks, William. Hopefully you won't freaking get damn hair in it. Do they actually even make laxative gummy bears? I really don't feel like shitting on stream, Hip. I don't want to stain my chair. Wow. I know they make
Lady Kasane,
weed gummy bears.
our treasure.
We have a place. I have a place right up the road that does that.
What's going on? Why would I be your treasure?
That's quite a welcome they're giving you.
I don't know, it's still unsettling. They're like robots.
Shiden, don't be rude. I'm sure it's just their custom.
Either way, this is a pretty excessive reception. You have any idea why they do this?
No. I've never been involved with the Togetsu faith in any way.
I'll pass.
You
I don't want to. I don't need to cleanse my palate that hard.
However, you are originally
Or
from
my ass.
Togetsu.
I'm from here?
Yes. You were born with an incredible power. This drew the interest of New Himuka, and they abducted you.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what you're up to, but you're lying. My parents were killed by others when I was young. That's why the Randall family took me in.
I understand your disbelief. However, those of us in Togetsu have not forgotten you for even a single day. We stood fast, having faith you would return to us one day.
This is getting us nowhere. We came here to ask questions. Let's scratch the formalities. We want to know about the brains you've been trading to Seiron.
Brains.
Yes, we must tell you the truth. However, we will share it only with you. I am terribly sorry, but I must ask you to come with us alone.
Bring a recorder.
No. Whatever you tell me, I'm going to tell them anyway. So why don't you save us the time and just talk to us here?
Kyoka? But your clothes are different, so it's not duplication.
There's another fake Kyoko over here. What's going on?
Aha.
Let me go!
What the hell?
Clones? How is this happening?
What's going on? Kyoka, did you know?
I'm sorry, Kasane.
Oh, no!
This feeling. I felt it before.
Religious fanatics. And Big Boo Mommy is sus
Good
too.
night, Kasane. May you have the most pleasant dreams.
Oh, no. Was she triggered?
Congratulations, Kasane. You're finally awake.
Uh-oh.
Kasane? Kasane!
Who's calling my name?
Look at that. It's a puppy. Isn't that just the cutest thing you've ever seen? I think he's simply adorable. Wouldn't you agree?
Ah, doggo.
A puppy? I feel so safe and warm.
Are you my mommy?
Do I know this woman? I killed him. The puppy. That's right. I remember. We were always together. My beloved friend. They killed him. They killed him right in front of me.
No change. Her power failed to trigger. It seems the pet's death is not a sufficient enough
Throw in the
shock.
kill, make a hot dog?
Please stop.
Oh,
Kasane is
why?
just a child.
You don't like
Do
dogs?
you think emotionally torturing
pretty
her will
brutal,
actually
dude.
save the future?
Ow.
The design children were created for that purpose. She is not a failure like you. We need the red strings to reset this mistaken universe and bring about the proper future.
Fanatics.
We don't need to reset anything. This world is fine the way it is. It's Mother. So warm.
Do you have a bad
and kind.
experience with dogs?
She always protected me. How could I have forgotten? No, I don't want to remember. This feeling. What is this?
She has been a complete failure. I had thought making her an attendant would at least prove somewhat useful. I guess enough time has passed. We'll use this next.
That's right. I knew it. They...
So it's kind of a trigger for you.
You
I
should
get it.
feel honored, you failure. You will become the foundation of a new era.
There's certain dogs I like
killed
German
Mother.
Shepherds are wonderfully adorable.
I'm sorry,
And
Kasane. Please
Pomeranians
find
are pretty cute too, and so are Beagle dogs and bulldogs. Bulldogs
right.
are so adorable. I love
That's
them.
the day
as,
I
as
lost
ugly
her.
as they are, they're
The
just
one who
adorably,
raised me.
adorably nice.
My mother. I'm an artificially created psionic?
It's not true. Well, it feels like since you had a bad experience as a kid being bitten as a nose,
This red string's power.
it kind of just gives you that reminder.
My head.
Oh, my head.
Where am I? Was that a dream? No, that wasn't a dream. It was memories of a forgotten past.
Well, you remember the dog biting on the nose. I don't mean like a whole
If
thing.
they went through the
in
trouble
general.
of drugging me.
What about cats? You like cats?
I knew it. They locked me in.
Like this adorable
Maybe
William
I
right
can
here?
break through somewhere.
Who's sleeping on my PlayStation
Who's
3.
there?
Yeah, I love animals in general, but I'm more of a cat person. I always wanted to get a...
Kasane, I have brought you fresh clothing.
I wouldn't mind getting a guinea pig someday again, or a
Hey.
or iguana. I've always wanted to
What's
have an
going on?
iguana.
Whoa, chill. Don't get your panties in a bunch, Kasane. It's just me. Good old Kagero.
Hi,
What kind of princess attacks their Prince Charming when he comes to rescue her?
Okay there,
Your
player.
decision to run off just before we entered Togetsu was pretty suspicious. What do you know? Are you planning on betraying us like Kyoka?
If I was going to betray you, I wouldn't be here to rescue you. Why don't you calm down and use your head? I told you you'd regret coming here. Anyway, I'll explain later. This place is bad news. It's way worse than the last time I was here. Also, and I haven't a clue as to why, but it seems like Yuito's here too.
Ah.
Yuito? That's not good. They're after my red strings, which means they'll probably target him too because he has the same power.
Then I guess we'll have to save him too. This really puts a damper on my plans.
This
Can't
is where
believe
it
I have
gets to the
sneak
point in the
past
story they start
defenses,
intertwining
meet up
with
with
each other.
Arashi and the others, and also warn Yuito about the danger.
I love pussy. Oh, okay.
Anyway, I'm going to use my power to turn us invisible. They'll figure out you're gone right away, so we don't have much time. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't care for dogs that yip. Dogs are more emotional than cats are. That's probably why they yip yap a lot. But certain dogs I like though. I had a Pomeranian Beagle once. She was a bit of a yipper, but she was a really lovable dog, and she loved coffee. She was a sprinter though. She got hit by a dump truck one day, and sadly it wasn't a quick death. I got her as a graduation present, but she was a Pomeranian Beagle, so it basically had a like a face of a Chihuahua kinda, and a body of a beagle. She was a great dog though. I only had her for like a year. Great exercise tool too. I just take her out. We just run around. I get my steps in. She was like, "Let's go, bitch. I ain't done." And she loved coffee. My mother hated it too because like she put her coffee up and Poco just lick, 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 and then that dog was so freaking hyper because it was caffeinated coffee. I loved her. She was a great dog. For the short time we had her, she was a graduation present when I graduated from high school. I miss her. She was a good dog. She was very well trained. She went to the bathroom when proper. She knew a few tricks. She was very hyper dog, but she was also very lovable and very expressive. So yeah, I miss her. She was a great dog.
Do you know where Yuito is?
We'll know where Yuito, Arashi, and everyone else is if we use Babe.
Babe?
Babe?
It's the city computer that integrates all information in Togetsu. It's like Arahabaki and Nuhimuka.
I like how they're just standing all there monitoring.
Kasane? Thank God you're okay. I can't contact Arashi and the others.
They might be closed in somewhere.
We can unlock all these doors from Babe's terminal. Let's hurry.
Design children. I mean, look at this place. Would you want to live in a place like this? I mean, how do they build a place so freaking huge? Look how deep that goes. I'm like, wow. Just how long did a place like this take to build in the mountains? I mean, things like this makes you really wonder. It looks like a gigantic apartment complex or a condominium. Magic, anything is possible. I don't know if magic's in this game. Oh, I'm sorry you had a bad experience with dogs. Yep. But yeah, I'm more of I can see what you mean more of a
Kasane,
cat
I found
person.
Yuito. You see that door? It leads to the city computer.
Cats
bay.
are also easy to take care of.
We should follow them inside.
Oopsies. It's locked.
They won't be able to hear us from in there. We'll have to wait until they come
I
out.
wish dogs could use a litter
Are you
box.
serious? Think about what they just did to you. He probably wouldn't be able to answer even if he could hear you.
What do you mean?
Babe is a super top secret facility. They're not just gonna go ahead and let some outsider in so easily. But if they used it as bait... Oh, I see. Those wily bastards.
Those bastards.
What is it? Tell me.
I'm thinking that a computer belonging to the city would be fully capable of hijacking any mind that accesses it. That'd be the fastest way for them to get to Yuito's power.
Then we have to break down this door right now.
Whoa, 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 wait a second. We'll be found too. That's probably the worst thing we could do. There's gotta be another way.
I know. I might be able to force a brain talk connection from here.
Oh, I'm so glad my hand feels so much better than yesterday.
Can you hear me, Yuito?
Yep.
Yuito! Yuito!
This feels like an SAS.
Yuito! Are your thoughts leaking? Are you
My
trying to
thoughts
connect
to
Babe?
your thoughts.
What?
My mind to your mind.
I can't... My body...
Is his brain really being hijacked like Kagero said?
Good old mind meld.
Stop! What you're doing is too dangerous. Cut the connection now! Can you hear me, Yuito?
Kasane? It seems like they were trying to hijack my brain. Thanks for disconnecting me.
He's talking to his team while I'm still connected. I think he's safe now.
Yuito, I forced myself in because I was nearby.
Kasane! You're in Togetsu too?
When a girl says she forced
wait,
herself
before
in.
that, thanks for saving me.
Instead of thanking me, why don't you help me? Arashi and the others have been captured.
They have?
They're being held in some room, but I don't know which one. Are you in Babe's terminal? I want you to try to unlock all the doors in Togetsu from there.
Okay, I'll try.
Wait, if he unlocks everything...
Oh no! The hip alarm went off!
Alarms?
Guess that was to be expected.
Be-doo, be-doo, be-doo.
Kasane? Arashi? Good. I can finally get through to you.
Seems like you're okay.
I'm glad you're okay too, Shiden. Let's rendezvous. I know where you are, so just wait for me to get there.
Hey, I'm not some kind of lost child.
I'll take care of the lost little boy. Hurry up and get us.
Bwah, bwah, bwah. Hi. Hide your kids, hide your wife. That's funny. That's funny. Hide your kids, hide your wife.
I wonder, is my hair clip dirty?
Wow. That's funny. Hide your kids, hide your wife. That can be taken so many
Looks
different
like
ways.
you two aren't hurt.
Of course not. I was more worried about you, but it looks like you're fine.
Here's my clip.
Thanks to Kagura.
Clip, not
I'd still
clip.
be locked
Wow,
up if it wasn't
Liv.
for him.
Wow.
I guess it means your shady lone wolf nature came in handy.
Guess so. Now, as much as I'd love to stick around for this touching, heartwarming reunion, time is of the essence here.
You're right. We should try to escape in all this confusion.
What's all that commotion anyway? Is that because of us?
It's Yuito platoon. I don't know what they're doing, but they're in Togetsu too. We were able to save you thanks to them, though.
Then I'd like to thank them. But I guess I can't unless we get out of here.
Lev. Someone's been being a bad influence.
Kyoka was so innocent and didn't have a dishonest bone in her body.
I'll blame him.
I can't believe she's a Togetsu spy. You didn't meet her before, Kaguro? No, never. Residents of Togetsu almost never communicate with each other.
There's a reason why she's cloned, but you find out later.
There's a resource reading near here. You should check it out.
Yeah, we're fully stocked on items. Now,
Good. We managed to break it. We'll be able to go forward now.
I just love how bad the tutorial in this game is. It just constantly reminds you of things going on. It's just... I can make up notes. This is fun. Oh my gosh. Someone's had a good Friday.
Phew, looks like we made it out. Man, my invisibility power really saved the day.
Alright, don't stroke your ego.
I'll admit that invisibility is useful, but doesn't it make you uneasy to have nobody notice you?
Right? You totally get me. That's why I like to shout after I use my power.
Damn
Ooga
you and your
booga.
impulses. We're still in enemy territory. What if someone finds us?
No need to worry about that. They've already found us. Right, Kyoka?
So you noticed me.
What are you doing here, Kyoka?
I was already on alert when Kaguro disappeared. Unfortunately, an unexpected visitor caused me to fall behind. I can't let you leave. We need you to reset this mistaken universe.
Here she comes. Get ready.
Oh, we got to fight Big Boo Mommy? Oh no.
Wait a second. Explain what's going on.
Right. Why did you betray us?
It was all to undo past mistakes. That's why we need you, Kasane.
This is a new fight. You don't fight her in the other place, bro.
Cool demeanor. Just like the Kyoka I met so long ago. My mission always comes first.
Yeah, okay, she's hurt.
That was a close one.
Here. I feel better now.
You're mine.
I'll support you.
Get it together.
Not bad.
Ah! Oh, getting impaled, lady.
Not bad. You're mine.
Let's get serious.
That was close.
Oh, okay. Now she's using her special ability.
It's up to you.
Some are close to their limit.
Time to fight back.
Thanks. You saved me.
Make it good.
That was close.
You got this, Kasane.
There we go. Wow, that actually worked.
More.
I know this already. Using additional abilities. When you build the bond up.
I underestimate you. Move. Here. On time.
Ah.
Run, youngster.
Move.
Show me what you got. Nice setup.
Ah, I knew it.
Please, Kyoka.
I have fun with emotes. I don't mind using emotes at all.
Please snap back.
Have a good time, man.
That was a nice move.
Mr. Liv. Oh, my brain, my brain.
There's too much stress on her brain.
Stop. This is not... I don't know these theories. These memories aren't mine. I'm not Pope.
What are you talking about?
Have your memories been manipulated?
I wouldn't put something like that past Togetsu.
She had an out-of-body experience.
Kyoka, you have to remember, you're Kyoka Eden, our teammate.
I'm not sure that's going to work. If what I think happened really did, Kyoka's consciousness is the one that got tacked on after.
I don't know how much you know, but she's trying to fight whatever they did to her memory. If you can do something, help her.
Nice try. You didn't scare me.
You want to help her even though she's a Togetsu spy?
Mixed up her memories. Remember me?
Oh, stuff it.
Ah, I don't like
get my
that.
teammate back.
Not exactly as remember me.
Yeah.
But there is manipulation of
Kyoka.
memories in this game.
No. Major Kyoka.
Just for her character.
I'm losing sight of who I am as well. But so many memories.
Not
are
exactly
helping me
the same
piece myself
concept where
together
that's
as
that's a
Kasane
recurring
Randall.
theme in
One
Remember
of those
Me.
memories is you welcoming me into
This
Kyoka
is just for
Platoon.
this particular character. Did you beat that game
You're
yet?
Kyoka Eden. You're the commander who made me who I am.
Kasane. Everyone.
Ah! She's a screamer.
Are you okay?
Sorry. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused you.
Kyoka, I'm so relieved. You're back.
Not so fast. As much as I'd like that to be true, she could just be pretending.
Arashi, I thought you wanted to bring Kyoka back.
Sorry, but I'm not an idealist posing as a realist like you.
Ooh,
I'm
shots
skeptical
fired.
precisely because I want her back.
Yes. You're right to be skeptical. I really am a spy for Togetsu.
What? Dun-dun.
Since when? How long have you been deceiving us?
Since the beginning. I'm a Togetsu spy sent in to infiltrate Suo. We needed to awaken Kasane's power in order to fulfill Togetsu's agenda. My orders were to secretly protect Kasane, help her grow, and then lead her back to Togetsu once her red string's power was awakened.
Unworthy.
I see.
How about no? If you're planning on putting your espionage behind you, then I want you to tell me something. Who is Pope? Does it have to do with the way you acted?
Whoa, CJ.
I have the memories of Dr. Hitoyo Pope, the neuroscience expert and founder of the Togetsu faith.
So she's kind of like brain jacked in a way, Hip.
I used to be Dr. Pope herself a long time ago. But as I spent my years as Kyoka, Kyoka's memories began to build on each other, and they continued to grow stronger every day. It was only a matter of
When do
time
you feel
before
like
her
streaming
personality
again?
took hold. Kasane, I didn't protect you because I was ordered to
You
by
you
Togetsu.
stream when you're able to. You don't have an actual
loved
schedule, right?
I loved you and everyone else on the team. Honestly, I loved everything about my life as Kyoka Eden. I knew this day would come, but I prayed so hard that it wouldn't. I had always hoped that your red string's power would never awaken. Not that you would believe me.
Whether we believe you isn't important. What do you want to do?
What?
Arashi said you should only answer if you thought you're done being a spy. And you did. Are you planning on going back to Togetsu and spy for them again?
What is it that you want to do? You still haven't told us yet.
I am one of the design children. A clone that was created to carry out my mission.
Yep.
That was all I was required to think about. Failure means death.
She's just a clone.
That used to be everything to the old me. But now it's different. Now, I have something I want to do.
She's evolved.
I can't be sure how much I can hold
She's a
back
clone
Hope's
with purpose.
consciousness. There's no guarantee that I'll be able to suppress it. So, being with me might put everyone in danger. I know what I did is unforgivable, and that I'm in no position to ask you for anything, but... this is where I want to be, with all of you.
Aw, Mommy.
I want to protect Kasane. I want to protect all of you, because you gave my life meaning.
I believe you. I couldn't imagine that the warmth and kindness I've witnessed from you were all lies. You may be a little nosy from time to time, but that's just who you are.
Yeah, that's the Kyoka I know. If that was an act, then we deserve to be tricked. And don't worry, if this Pope ever does come out, I'll put you out of your misery. You can be assured of that.
So basically, you're saying you'll kill her if she betrays us. That's kind of scary.
It's nice
Scary
you could joke
assuring.
about it. But unlike Kyoka, who told us everything, you haven't done anything to earn our trust.
Ouch, that hurts. You know, I'm the one who saved Kasane. Look, we can talk about me once we get out of here.
There's a lot about him.
I'm guessing they'll send
I already know
when they realize Kyoka's missing.
his history.
That's true.
But I won't
Well,
say anything
let's hurry then.
in case those who haven't
Come on,
seen this
Kyoka.
yet.
You too.
There's a reason for it.
Nobody here objects, so
Damn, those
obviously you're
titties on
coming.
purple wing ears. Yep.
Thank you, all of you.
She's a mommy. She's
I wonder why I'm so obsessed with the term design children.
She's a MILF. Are you saying she's a MILF there, Hip?
I'll have to ask about it again later.
Hip's like, I would tap that. But he'd be like, but instead of purple, put a pink wig on there, and oh my gosh, I got a lightning cosplay. Drug I gave you was something that the clouds of mine. It's the same drug they were giving you when you were in Tetsuko. Doesn't mean I can't tell you to worry about it. I'm really sorry. My time in Togetsu was slowly coming back to me. You don't need to apologize anymore. Let's think about what we need to do next.
I'm sorry I made you worry too, Haruka. That's okay. All I could do was watch, but I'm glad you came back. Welcome home.
Don't be drooling so hard over there, Hitman. You'll have to change your underwear. So now we need to head on out of here, right? Yep. Now we gotta make our way back. Pretty sure we gotta fight something pretty soon.
Kasane, I'm getting multiple human readings some distance away. I believe it's Yuito platoon.
Copy that. Seems like they made it out too. Would be nice if we could exchange information with them.
Yuito, can you and your platoon hear me?
Kasane! Oh, I'm glad you're okay.
Are you near us? Yes, but we're closer to Togetsu than you, and we're still running. Let me make a suggestion. You learned something in there, right? Why don't we exchange intel? And we have a lot to talk about.
Oh boy, that means a big ass cutscene coming up.
The same thing.
Good, that settles it.
We'll be waiting halfway up Hino Mountain.
Roger that. See you then.
If we're exchanging information, what are we gonna tell them about Kyoka?
I think we should tell them the truth. I just feel we'll regret it later if we try to hide it. Besides, there's something about Togetsu I haven't been able to tell you yet. But let's wait until we meet up with Yuito and his team.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious to know what it is. But yeah, it'll be more efficient to hear it then.
Well, let's head their way then.
Excuse me, I have to make Stinky. Okay. Gotta do a number. Wow. You sounded like a little kid saying, "Cute, yeah, can I go make you Stinky?" Usually you say, "I gotta go take a dump," or number 2, a Stinky. I'm gonna start calling you Stinky now. Stinky hip. Stinky. Wow.
I've got a nearby resource reading.
Hey, it's time to do some surfing.
Now.
Next,
the enemy is attacking with electricity. You'll be shocked and unable to move if it hits you. Keep your guard up.
Next.
This is it. This is pretty good. That was a great attack.
Oh, there's a fight coming up. There we go.
Isn't that the other we're supposed to take down? Out of the way!
I'll support you.
The attacks to the outer shell are working.
Ow.
I'll try to break it.
Ow, don't hit me with your leg. Oh, great. Floaty. Wow, 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 wow.
That other attacks with explosions. It's dangerous to get close. More power. Should be quick. If your body catches fire, it's gonna keep hurting you. Be careful.
that it? Okay, cool. Oh, wide open area? There can't be nothing here.
It's Yuito platoon. Let's go.
Kasane, looks like all of you made it out okay.
I was able to rescue them thanks to your help.
I should be thanking you. I would have been taken over by Babe if you hadn't been there.
Hey, Kasane. You're not going to try and kill Yuito again, are you?
I already told you. She was the one that saved me.
I know. But I want to hear her say it.
You have all the right in the world to doubt me. In fact, I don't blame you for it either. Yes, I think it's best to talk for now. We should talk and find a better solution, rather than just forging ahead on assumptions. It took me too long to come to this decision, and I apologize for that.
Something's different about you. Can you tell me what happened? Why did you try to kill me?
I know this will sound ridiculous, but please hear me out.
So my power affected the Kunad Gate.
So you knew.
Yeah. I didn't want to believe it, but it's true. So, the me in the future... I guess I just wasn't able to end it myself. How lame.
It's okay, bro.
That's not true. The you in that time was great. And you right now is special too.
Oh.
I have to admit, I never thought you'd be complimenting me. Thanks. That makes me feel a little better. I'm proud I have the same power as you.
Aww.
That reminds me. How is your brain doing? Has it settled down at all?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm getting by. I told you not to worry.
Liar. He's trying to keep us from worrying. Just like Naomi.
Alright. We should exchange intel.
And first and foremost, we got some questions. Especially about Kyoka.
Yes, of course you would.
Kyoka, are you one of the design children from Togetsu?
Yes, I'm a clone made in Togetsu. My genes come from the founder of the Togetsu faith, Dr. Hitoyo Pope. The city is filled with chosen psionics, designed from the same genetic data as me. We are the children of Togetsu.
Again, this term, design children. I know I've heard it somewhere before. It was when I regained a memory of Mother. Yes, she said I was made.
I see. I guess that's why Kyoka and Dr. Pope look the same. We were shocked when we saw Dr. Pope's vision in the Togetsu facility.
I hate to ask this, but if she was one of the Togetsu followers...
Yes, Kyoka was a spy. She was spying on Kasane. But that's not the case anymore. She decided to live as one of us. I vouch for Kyoka. She's definitely not our enemy.
Yeah, I believe you.
She broke the chain.
That was fast.
The way Kasane looks at Kyoka is proof enough.
Aww.
Though, that's kind of an embarrassing way to put it. Honestly, I don't know much about Kyoka, so I can't really make this decision myself. But I do know Kasane. I wanted to talk to her to decide what to do, and I thought it was best to trust her. If I trust Kasane, then I trust the people she does.
Shiden, there's no need to get so riled up. You know very well this is the kind of person Yuito is.
Yeah, I just remembered how stupid he is.
Hey, Kasane. If Kyoka is one of the design children, does that mean you are too?
What? What are you talking about?
In Togetsu, we saw design children with the same face as Kasane's.
Yes, I probably am.
That's a weird way to say it. This is the first I've heard of this. Care to extrapolate?
I remembered a little from when I was a child in Togetsu. I remembered Mother. From what I recall, I was told I was one of the design children. It only just came back to me, so it doesn't feel real. That's why I said it like that.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. It must be a painful memory for you. You look so sad. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked.
You're very kind, Hanabi. But of course you should have asked. Don't worry about it. And thank you.
You're so nice to her, Kasane.
Really? I wasn't trying to be. Anyway, is there anything else you wanted to ask about?
Yeah, there is. If you know anything about humans coming from the moon, I'm hoping you can tell me more about it.
Huh? Did you hit your head or something?
Oh, so you guys don't know about this?
Wait, what he said is true?
Yes.
All right. I guess we should explain what we've been told.
Who should I talk to first?
Oh, so we got some more additional, more cutscenes. More cutscenes. Oh no. If you're there, like my feathered ass right there. Oh.
The people who colonized the moon began a major cleanup effort to save the polluted Earth and make it habitable again. They spent nearly 1,000 years on the project.
The first colonists from the moon were led by Yakumo Sumeragi. What they established on Earth later became known as New Himuka. It's hard to believe, I know.
It was after the first colonists from the moon arrived on Earth that the extinction belt suddenly appeared. Because of its appearance, they were no longer able to contact the government on the moon. So, I guess it's safe to assume that there are people on the moon too?
Apparently, human beings colonized the moon over 3,000 years ago.
A lot of
because the
Final
Earth's
Fantasy
environment
IV
wasn't livable
references
anymore.
here, right? It's the moon!
It's so long ago, it feels like a fairy tale.
It may be hard to believe, but apparently our ancestors moved here from the moon 2,000 years ago.
We learned all of this after looking through Togetsu's archive, so I honestly don't know if we should really believe all of it.
But if you were a Togetsu spy, Kyoka, you would know if this is true or not.
Yes, that's indeed what we were taught. But if that was also part of the conspiracy, then...
Actually, no. It's true. It's all for real.
What do you mean, Kagura?
Tsugumi, don't look at me like that. I can't stand it when you look at me like that.
Aww.
Kaguro, there's a lot I want to ask you.
Tsumi is one
but
of my
for
favorite
now,
characters.
Tell us
I love
about
her
history
hair.
as Togetsu sees
She has
it.
a very soft,
Do all Togetsu
pretty
believers
voice.
know this?
She's my waifu
Right,
in this one.
about that. The faith. That's all a lie. Just a way to get Togetsu independence. Besides, the place is mostly made up of design children.
I must say, it didn't look like a religious establishment to me. So does that mean that you are one of the design children as well, Kaguro?
Now, I said mostly, didn't I? I'm a colonist from the moon.
Get real. Even if there actually were colonists from the moon, that would have been 2,000 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Cold sleep.
Yes, exactly. A few dozen colonists are being kept in cold sleep in a Togetsu facility. They wake us up in turns to check on the state of the Earth, and then we're supposed to contact the moon.
hold on. Does that mean you're from the same generation as Yakumo?
Look, I don't expect you to believe me right away or anything, but it's the truth.
Hello, buddy.
The people of New Himuka wanted to live on Earth, so those that wanted to return to the moon made Togetsu. Togetsu doesn't care about New Himuka or Seiran. They're an egotistical lot that wants to return to the moon instead of living on this crappy, other-filled planet. But as long as the extinction belt is there, they can't go back. Not only that, there's news that others are attacking the moon too. So they got to thinking, what can they do to save their homeland and escape Earth? They need to make it so the colonization never even happened in the first place.
The red strings. The time travel power.
I see. They want to go back in time and negate it all from ever happening. But wouldn't humanity eventually attempt to colonize Earth again and repeat this history?
I love you too.
To be precise, the plan is to only take the moon and Earth back in time with a few exceptions.
Is that even possible? Taking only a portion of the universe back in time?
They believe the red strings can do it. They plan to leave records of this timeline's history in the areas that were not taken back in time, so future generations won't attempt to colonize Earth again.
Hang on. I'm getting confused. That's so outrageous. I don't know how to take it all in.
Whether you want to believe it or not, Togetsu actually managed to create the red strings to carry out their plan. Kasane is the result of that. Although, it's pretty strange how Yuito has a similar power.
So Kasane was
Let's
also
suppose
made.
everything he said is true.
She has no
That
factual.
means
That's
this
why
isn't
she has
really
no
the
actual
time to be
family or
squabbling over
biological
New
parents.
Himuka or Seiran. If Togetsu were to get what they're after, then none of us would have ever existed.
No, that's not right. We can't let them succeed. We're all here trying to survive.
Kagero, why would someone at the center of Togetsu's plan reveal all this to us? Can we assume that you are planning to abandon them as well?
Ruining their plan is something I've been working towards since the beginning. That's why I joined them, to get in the way.
That sounds great and all, but how are we supposed to believe you?
You don't have to. If you've got a problem with me, I'll walk. But whatever happens, I'm not going to sit back and let them get away with erasing this history. I left my family on the moon. I won't let them take her existence, too.
Kagero means it. I can tell. It's
And
been
now
a
you've
long
learned some
time
additional
since I've
lore about
seen him like
Kagero.
this.
That's why he was
So
hiding all that.
please,
That's why he didn't want to go to that
trust him.
place. I already knew this from the first
Sugumi.
playthrough.
Sugumi knows Kagero best. I think we can trust her judgment. Besides, I have a feeling you trust him already.
Yeah. If Sugumi trusts him, then I trust him too.
You can't make up your mind, can you, Cat?
And if Yuito does, then I do too.
Of course. I keep making fun of them for being naive, but that's what ends up saving me.
Ah, Cat.
If we're going to believe Kagero, then we have to believe all of the history about
Sorry.
the colonists from the moon
Cat's
too.
sitting on the mouse.
And then figure out what we can do knowing that.
We're stopping Togetsu's plan. That's all we can do. But it's too much for us to handle alone. We need someone who can move nations.
Are you going to ask New Himuka for help? We're fugitives there.
Even so, we have to. That doesn't mean I forgive them for the things they're doing, though. If they know what Togetsu is trying to do, they might realize their terrible actions are all in vain.
Nice
What if
emotes
we
there,
ask
Lev.
Seiran for help? If they know about the Togetsu threat,
Your new
they
name
might
is
realize that
Stinky.
New Himuka isn't who they should be fighting.
Hi, welcome back, Stinky.
I wonder. As far as I know, both New Himuka and Seiran should have a clear understanding about the moon colonists
Get
and
off
their
my
history.
mouse, kitty.
On top of that, they're both scheming to survive.
At least it's better than nothing. I don't want to just sit here and wait.
Indeed. So, we should split up and give it a shot?
There.
Yes, let's do that. Yuito, you go to New Himuka.
And you go try explaining things to Seiran.
Let's do our best.
Sorry about that. Cat skipped the cutscenes a couple times. Hip Stink? No, I'm just going to call you Stinky.
Ugh, what an exhausting day.
What's up, Stinky?
Way too much happened.
I had to
You
go
don't get
take
to
a
say that.
Stinky.
At least you already knew about the moon and Togetsu's plan.
I'm sorry.
Look, let's not start pointing fingers. We should sit down and try to process what we learned.
I agree. We've been in the dark all this time, but not anymore.
Look at Iris.
That's
She's
right.
like,
What we need to focus on now is stopping Togetsu.
She's
Kyoka,
so laid
Kagura,
back.
You both all right with that?
Yes, of course. This is what I want. To be with all of you.
Up yours, Automod.
So
I didn't get
wait,
nothing
you
from
decided to
Automod.
trust me? Sheedan, you're so sweet.
You're making me regret it.
Are you blushing?
Dang it, you caught me. You know, kids wouldn't talk to adults like that back in my day.
Back in my day.
I swear I'll never betray you. If I did, these last 2,000 years would be for nothing.
Then let's set out for Seiron after we get some rest.
End of Phase 8. Oh, it did. Ah.
I'm glad Yuito trusted us.
That's why I didn't show up on my
He's
phone.
such a kid, though. I can't tell if he's honest, a sucker, or just too nice.
Yes, you're right. But that might be what makes him strong.
It was flagging STFU. These anime characters won't shut the fuck up. Now, there's a lot of talking
You
in
don't
this game.
remember being in Togetsu at all, Kasane?
There's a lot of cutscenes.
No. I only remember bits and pieces.
I'm more curious about the
Did
anime
you know
now,
that?
though. It's a good, deep story
No, I
game. You don't
didn't.
like story-rich games?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you anything.
I think the only thing that's really annoying about them talking is when they start going all tutorial
You
on
look
you.
so relieved, Major. Your beauty just shines through.
There's a weight off my chest now that I told you everything. What about you?
That chest.
Me? Can't you tell? I'm so refreshed from talking that I'm 50% more fresh-faced.
I see.
Nobody's talking about where the cargo originated from, but I'm guessing we're right. Those brains from clones, right? Yes, there should be no mistake that all those heads were from designed children clones. You're right. That's because Togetsu has the technology to mass-produce design children. They are created to carry out missions, and then if they fail, they die. Those heads could be the ones that are disposed for failing. That's right. However, that doesn't explain the massive amount of heads. There's a lot of heads. Either way, the fact remains they are mass-produced for commercial use. We found the truth, but it doesn't sit right with me. I want to apologize for what happened the other day. Can we meet and talk in person? I'm waiting at Saran. Alright, time for some bondage. Alright, I'm going to Saran now. There's a lot of... This game is very story-rich. A lot of cutscenes. A lot of action, too, in between, but there is a lot of cutscenes.
Gamma,
I'm sorry to bother you about this, Kasane.
it's fine. I wanted to talk to you too.
Not true.
To apologize.
Why?
The voice acting's
I'm
pretty
the
good in
one
this
who
game.
should say sorry. You don't have any reason to apologize to me.
It's
I just
easy to
dumped
do
all
that
my
in a
feelings
game
on
versus
you
an
without any
actual
regard
anime.
for yours. If I'm being honest, I still don't think I completely understand how you feel right now. However, after everything I've experienced lately, I think I can imagine it a little.
Did something happen? You really felt like you wanted to die?
Not me, Naomi. She said that she didn't want to live anymore.
It can
she
be
didn't want to
tasteless.
live as an other.
It depends on
Her sanity
the
being
actors,
maintained with
honestly.
medicine made of human brains.
Because some
She
American
said that?
actors to do a
I
shitty
didn't understand
job.
her at the time. I wanted her to live no matter what
I
it
mean,
meant.
I prefer dubbed
But now
over
I partly
anime
understand
over
where she's coming
Japanese
from.
because I don't feel like reading
That
subtitles.
feeling that makes you want to run away from life when things are so incredibly hard and painful.
The only time we do
If that's what you
subtitles
were
is like
feeling,
during our movie
then I
nights.
realized I didn't have any right to complain to you.
Thank you for understanding. Let me just say it again. I shouldn't have unloaded my feelings of self-pity on you. I'm old enough to know better. So I brought you something as a token of apology.
Is that a packed lunch?
Yeah, they're all from the recipes Naomi gave me. I don't know if you're hungry or not, but maybe you'd be willing to give them a taste.
Thank you. I wanted to taste what her recipes were like.
Poor Naomi.
This is stir-fried mackerel and green peppers. This is vegetable namul, and that's shredded meat.
Wow, You really went all out.
Man, you're making me hungry again.
I'm still learning, so I've burnt some of them.
I
It
had
may not look appetizing, but it should still
sweet
be
and sour
edible.
chicken with extra
I'll
rice
take this
tonight.
then. Not bad. It
What I
does
had.
remind me of my sister's cooking a little.
I got some leftovers
Really?
to take to work with me.
Yes. It doesn't even come close to the real thing, though.
I see. But getting you to say that it reminds you of it is still an accomplishment.
It's fairly good and a little familiar.
I might mix some steamed
It must
broccoli
have taken
with
you
it,
a
though.
while to make all of this.
It wasn't a
Walmart
big
sells
deal.
these bags
Cooking helps calm
for
me.
like 90
it's perfect
cents
for self-reflection.
for steamed broccoli.
You think
really
so?
good.
Yes, although I used to think it was a waste of time. I thought about what you said while I cooked.
Which part? I think I said a lot the last time we talked.
About how I wanted to roll over and die, and how that was selfish. It really hit me hard, thinking how much Naomi wants to live in her original body. And about how much all my friends who died in battle would have wanted to live. It made me realize that wasting whatever life I have left was disrespecting their memory.
Part of me thinks you're taking it a little too seriously. But I'm glad I got through to you.
I might be too serious. But I plan to live the rest of my life to its fullest.
There you go, Gemma.
How?
First thing is to get back to eating healthy with Naomi's recipes. I also want to reevaluate the way I spend my weekends. Maybe find a new hobby besides cooking.
Sounds like a good idea. And I'm sure your cooking will get better with practice.
Then I guess I'll keep at it. Would you mind tasting more of my food sometime?
Of course.
Thanks. I still have trouble figuring out what's good or bad since I've never been concerned about how my cooking tasted before.
You seem like you're enjoying it.
I am, although it stresses me out while I'm doing it. But maybe I enjoy that part too.
He looks so alive. Maybe he's
Cooking's
started
a
to
good
feel
hobby.
more positive
I like
about
to
his
cook.
life.
Like 2 AI. So if it's a non-anime game and they're talking, that's okay. But if it's anime, it's bad. I mean, I've watched some anime where the dub is worse than the actual Japanese. Like Steins Gate, for example. I prefer the dubbed. I mean, sorry, I prefer the Japanese over the dub. The dub just I just don't feel it with the characters versus the anime version or the Japanese version of it. I used to think I didn't need a hobby, but after cooking and some other things, I realized the necessity of it. The hobby isn't something else you have to do as a job; it's something you do on your own to improve yourself. Like if you had Japanese, I mean, there's a Japanese setting in here, but the lips would still move the same. It's not because all these are stilled characters with their lips moving. That's it, and their eyes. So it's not like it's not going to mismatch in a cutscene like a video cutscene. There's not many of those in this game. Oh, I think it varies from anime to anime. They're both dead. Is that for every anime, or are you just saying for this game? Really, that sounds more serious than I thought. Serious? I was trying to say it's fun. Well, that's my interpretation. You should find something you enjoy. That's true. I enjoy cooking. Cooking's fun. I would like to discuss something. Like I said before, we don't need to worry about our situations respectful of each other. If we're talking in combat, we might be able to learn something too. I'll leave now. Seems like most anime. Yeah, it varies.
I'm sorry to keep
I
bothering
honestly
you
think
like
it
this.
varies.
You're not bothering me. I'm just wondering if I can really offer you anything. I mean, you're a Septentrion, and I feel like you're far more capable.
You look, their lips are just moving.
That's due to my
That's
title.
it. That don't bother me anymore.
Nobody will tell me their honest
It's all about
opinion
how
thanks
good
to
the
my
voice actors
perceived
deliver
status.
too. The voice acting in this game is pretty good.
That's how people generally are. To that point,
I mean,
I feel like you are
it's
someone
kind
who
of
doesn't care
straightforward,
about
like you
titles or
said.
status.
But
And
at
what
least it's
speak
not
her
like
mind.
at least they're
When we
they're
fought the other
acting it
day,
out.
I thought your instincts
It's
were
very
excellent.
monotone. I won't argue
That's why I
that.
wanted to hear your opinions about the way I fight.
Okay, if that's what you want, I'll be honest with you.
Yes, if you would be so kind.
Why do you even use a hammer as a weapon in the first place? You have a small frame, and you don't look like you have enough muscle. Wouldn't it be more effective to use something smaller and lighter that fits your physique, like a knife?
I see. Thank you for your input. But I think you've overlooked a crucial fact.
What do you mean? I've never heard of it.
I agree that a hammer is a big and heavy weapon that doesn't seem to match my frame. But my power is teleportation. I can close the gap.
Oh, I can think of another anime I watched that I prefer the Japanese
most
over
of the work.
English.
In other words,
This is cutscene done
I
first.
chose the hammer because it was the best weapon that takes advantage of my power. It can also intimidate opponents with its powerful image, and it even offers a good workout when I lift it.
I see.
Oh, sorry. I got carried away there. I shouldn't argue, when I was the one who asked you to give me your honest opinion.
No, I was just impressed that you found a fighting style that matches your power. But if you've established your style to this degree, there's not much point in asking for anyone's opinion.
You might be right, but I feel like I'm lacking something.
Are you unsatisfied with your current level of strength?
I'd say this is more about eliminating my weakness than wanting to become stronger. As you already pointed out, I have a small frame. And while I work out every day, I don't have enough muscles.
He's a tiny
My
dog.
current fighting style
He's a
compensates for these
Lalafell.
facts. But it also relies too much on my power.
I think children of the state like us all rely on our powers in a fight, more or less.
That may be true, but think about what would happen if you could not use your power at all. You would have no choice but to rely on your physical strength. But I would be mostly useless the way I am.
Not be able to use your power? I suppose that happening is a possibility, but that's a pretty limited situation.
Well, you never know what could happen on the battlefield. You have to be prepared for anything.
Really? I think it's a waste of time to worry about outliers.
You have a point.
The
I could be
Kasane's
worrying
voice,
a little
but
too much.
it matches with her
It could
personality.
be
She's a
because you
very
don't believe in
stable
your own
voice
strength.
actress, like just flat, you know?
I don't think there's any problem with the way you fight. If anything, I would say it's psychological. In other words, a lack of confidence.
How surprising.
Nice
My
emote.
brother said something
Yellow
similar to me
dinosaur.
in the past. He told me I was held captive by my own weakness. That does seem like my biggest problem. You really are perceptive. I was right to come to you.
Was anything I said helpful?
Yes.
Agumon.
This has been very beneficial
Never
to
heard
me.
of it.
You don't hold
Agumon?
back
What's an
when you talk.
Agumon?
So I find myself wanting to talk about things I normally wouldn't. That helps me be more open with my feelings, so I can relax. May we talk again sometime?
Sure, if you're okay with me just talking like I normally do.
Of course. I'd prefer that. What you consider normal feels fresh and new to me.
What? You and your brother are both so strange. It seems like he's satisfied, though, so I guess this was okay.
Do you remember when we talked about gardening? There's a lot I want to tell you about plants, so I hope I can talk to you in person. She's a plant now. I love Tsugumi. She's adorable. If you don't want to see me, you don't have to. If you don't mind me seeing me, then please reply. I have time. So whatever is fine. One anime I would definitely recommend. It's cringy, but it's cute too. And it's the one I watch. I prefer the Japanese version over the English version. And that's that you never thought there was a girl online. The voice actors and actresses in the anime, the Japan version, they're so expressive, and they really put a lot of love into their characters. And this is where you watch the English version, it's kind of like it falls flat. It's just like they're not trying, and it does suck. Like, and you know, as a video game developer who have done voice act, I've done with people with voice acting, worked with people who have done voice acting, not professional actors, but just people who voice acted in my game. There's a lot of situations like that where like, okay, can you do that again, but act it. For my second game, I had one friend, Billy. He really wanted to voice act in my game, and I was like, okay. I gave him a short role, and that short role only had about 20 lines, I think. He did 2 characters, and they were very short roles. I think grand total 20 lines, not a lot. And it took us 5 hours to do those 20 lines simply because he wasn't acting the character. that was the problem we had with Billy. Is like he was just like good friend. I mean, I finally got it out. Titties, suit, straightens tie as game is developed. Yeah, well, no, I don't do the fan fiction anime thing. No, not one bit. Nope. Not one bit. But yeah, that was the problem. Is we had and I had that problem with a couple other voice actors and actresses.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Exactly. Like that's one of the voice actors right there. Matt did a great job though. He put a lot of heart into his character for Destiny Wizard 3. Alright, let's do the gardening one, and I think we'll probably stop. And then on Sunday, we'll finish. We'll do all the other bondage stuff. I know I called it bondage because it's called bonding in this game, and we'll get to phase 9. We're almost done. There's 12 phases. I think there's a sewer level we have to do next, and then we start doing stuff on the moon or something like that. There's not much left to do. I think by Monday this game should be done. That's my guess. Monday could be the finale. It's because we fought so many enemies. If not Monday, then Wednesday, if it doesn't bother me. Things aren't great now, but we could worry about the situation until we talk alone. Come to Saran, we can talk there. And if we beat it by Wednesday, then on Friday we'll do a bonus. We'll take, like I always take a little break between main games. We'll do whatever's on the Retro Redemption. I think it's Sega's other game, the Land of Illusion. I can't remember. I gotta look at the order of it.
Oh, Kasane, would you like to talk about gardening?
She's so timid.
Sure, if you don't mind.
I love her. She's adorable.
This is more than just herbs.
Yes, I like growing plants.
She's in the main playthrough of
Their different voices.
You don't literally mean a plant's voice, right?
No, because plants can't speak.
So what's that anime
That's why
about?
The person who's
Yu
growing
Yu
them
Hakusho.
needs to
I don't know.
imagine
I've
what
never
they're
heard of it.
saying.
I don't know a lot of
Over
anime.
here.
Hip.
Follow me.
I dabble
I'll show
into
you
it,
what
but
I
I
know.
don't. I'm not like. I'm
She's
not.
rather assertive
I'm
when
not
it
a
comes
full
to
weeb.
plants.
Looking at the flower beds in cities like this, you can tell how they've grown and what condition they're in. This flower may look like it's growing healthy, but if you look carefully, you can see the bottom leaves are changing colors. It's sick. However, the branches and roots are fine, so I think it will recover if you snip off the sick leaves and give it medicine. Oh, these are all healthy, but there is a lot of water building up here, which could cause the roots to decay. You should exchange the soil for some with better water drainage. I'm sorry. I was blabbering again.
No, I'm impressed. Not only are you knowledgeable, you're perceptive enough to notice so much from their appearance.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I wish I didn't have to work tonight.
It's not
I
just
want to play
from their
more.
appearance.
But
I'm
sadly.
using my clairvoyance to see below the dirt. I can tell everything you normally can't see. From
Glad
the
my
condition
hand's
of the
feeling a lot
roots to the
better.
quality
Man,
of the
did it.
soil.
Ugh.
So it's
Hardly
kind
could
of
even
like
grip. It
cheating.
hurt just to put my hand on the mouse.
Well, I don't think I would call that cheating. You're just putting your power to use.
Isn't that cheating?
Besides, your knowledge and gardening experience determine the condition of the plant, not your power.
Thank you. Oh, and of course you can garden
Power
without
helps, though.
clairvoyance.
I felt the same back during the military exercises, but the ability to scout anywhere makes her power an important asset. On top of that, she understands her power and has learned to use it well. She would be an outstanding team member.
Kasane? What's wrong?
Tsugumi, would you come with me?
Huh?
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean just that. I want you to come to Seiran and fight alongside me.
No.
Well, it's not just for me. And I know this is a bit unfair for me to say, but I need your help for Naomi, too.
I'm sorry about Naomi, but I already decided I would fight with Yuito.
Even if it means having to fight me?
Yes. When that time comes, I won't lose.
She's determined.
All right. If that's how you feel, I'll give up on trying to recruit you. However, please don't expect me to go easy on you either.
That's okay. We'll still win.
I like how her hair covers up one of her eyes. It's so cute. I love that hairstyle.
Oh, look.
What is it?
The inside of this tree is mostly rotten. It's been infected by a fungus that's consumed it from the trunk to its roots.
You can't save it?
It's too far gone. If we leave it, the wind might blow it over.
In that case, I think it's best if we dispose of it now. I can use my psychokinesis to uproot it.
Don't say it like that.
What?
It could lead to an accident if it suddenly fell over. The tree is dying anyway. We should deal with it.
That tree has feelings!
This tree is alive, too. It's been sick and suffering, half dead. And you're talking about it like it's garbage.
She's a druid.
You're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be so insensitive.
Well, it has feelings, you know.
I'm sorry, too.
Yeah, that was a little snappy, Tsukumi.
I know you're right. It's already too late, and our only option is to cut it down. But that's why we need to care. This tree has watched over everyone its whole life.
That's the first time you can see her other eye.
I think it's important for us to show it the proper respect to the end.
Yes.
Thank you for understanding. Oh, also that shrubbery over there.
She has more depth than I thought. She's quiet, but she doesn't just do what she's told. She has a hidden strength. How strange. I feel like we would really get along.
Kasane, are you listening? I'd like for you to pay attention here.
Don't worry, I'm listening. You can talk as much as you want.
Okay, good. They're not going to go into detail of that. Good. Oh, one whole stream session just to finish Phase 8. Phase 8 was decently long because there's a lot of cutscene involved into it. A lot of pipe bombs get dropped about Kagero, about Yuito, about, what's her name? I forget her name already. Here she is. Kyoka, that's right. So how many bonds do we have to do? We got 1. I know there's another one out here. 2. That it? Okay, so we just have 2 bondages to do. And then we can move on with the main not maybe 1 or 2 with the texting. Maybe 1 or 2 with the texting. Scarlet Nexus. Yeah, there's a lot of cutscenes. You're not wrong with that. Characters are spirit detectives. I'll leave it at that. Legendary. Oh, how many episodes is it? I mean, if it's like 8 bazillion episodes, then I don't know if I'd watch it. Yeah, that's a lot of. I mean, if it's a ton of episodes, because I'm still trying to get through Fairy Tail, and that show is 8 bazillion episodes long. All right, so I know who I'm going to raid. It's its affiliate anniversary. You know. So we'll go ahead and we'll go raid Retro Back Gaming. He raided me a couple weeks ago, so you know, and it's his anniversary. So we'll be back here tomorrow evening. Oh, not tomorrow. I'm sorry. Only 4 viewers. That's okay. We had a good viewer count to 9 to 10 for a little good while, and you know, people hung up on here and all that. Cool. So it's his affiliate. So let's go ahead and give him like, yo, happy affiliate anniversary. So I'll be back here Sunday with more Scarlet Nexus as Hip I mean, I hope you're all liking the story. I think Hip's, other than Hip losing his mind over the English voice acting, It's a good game. It's like it's worthy of a second playthrough. And then, I was wondering when that was gonna. I wanted to give it a good 3 months of a break in between before putting it on the wheel, or as a possible vote suggestion, because I didn't want to like dive right into it, so I wanted to play other games. But yeah, I think we should have this done in 2, possibly 3 stream sessions. I'll see about trying to start early on the Monday evening after dark stream, and probably start instead of 12:30, 1 o'clock. We'll start around between 11:30 and 12, so we can knock it out. Hip, Lev, thank you for the talks. Bomb, thank you for your feedback in the talks as well. Anyone else who come in here to hang out as well, thank you very much. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Tomorrow night's our movie night, so if you want to join our Discord, I've slapped the link up there. Just come on and join it. We're going to do movie night tomorrow. And we're watching something called Belle, which is an actual anime. So there you go. All right, y'all have a great night.